Hey everyone, so I'm super psyched about this plan with me because I'm planning for the week of June 24th through the 30th, the last week of June, and it is the week of my cousin Kendall's wedding, so I'm using this Blush Wedding 2.0 kit from Sticky Essentials. I think it is my first Sticky Essentials kit, but I'm really excited because I looked through it and it seems like it has like literally everything except deco because it is a photo kit and not a lot of people who do photo kits do deco, but she does have the 9th full box and glitter sampler with tons of boxes, so I am going to try to do some white space like I did with the Gatsby week. And this is my second plan with me in 2 days, so I'm like really on a roll. I'm trying to catch up so bad. But I skipped last week, so this is just catching up from that, which is, you know, I'm still very behind obviously, but I am going to be using a lot of rose gold foil to pull in with this. The only thing I'm noticing is that shops tend to have a very different idea of what rose gold foil is. So, for instance, I'm using these wedding and romance overlays from Rose Colored Days, which are a very gold, kind of rose gold. But then other shops like Crest Press and Skull Prints Co. are a very rose, kind of rose gold, so very pinkish. And then we go back to shops like Sticky Sloth Designs and Planner Choco, which are also more gold, rose gold. So it's going to be quite a mixture, but I'm not too worried about it because this kit kind of has pink and gold elements. So even mixing metals or mixing shades of one metal, it should still be fine, hopefully. So I just realized I don't have the tape I'm going to use for my bougie boxes because I am going to have to use the tape considering I do not have any flat bougie boxes. So looks like I've got a couple options here. It's going to be either this one, which I think is from Sticky Essentials, or this one, which is from Girl Boss Anna. So one of these two. One of these is Girl Boss Anna one is tall. I didn't realize that, but that is the entire length of the full box, including the header portion. And then this one looks like is not including the header portion, or is a little bit lower than that. Let me see. This one, it looks like the confetti is a lot more concentrated, and this one, it is not. So I'm probably gonna maybe save this one for like an overlay of some kind, or on a week that isn't gonna be so busy, and I will use this one for this week because it is very busy and there's going to be a lot of boxes really close to each other, and I want to be able to see at least some confetti between them. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the base layout and all the foil. Yeah, see, that's really nice. I'm going to do that ahead of time right now, and then I will come back for the day by day. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so let's get into the day by day, but first I want to point out that in the sidebar, the tall box is from Sticky Essentials' other wedding kit, the one with actual clip art. The colors, I think they match this kit similarly enough so it doesn't look too out of place, but the girl looks just like Kendall, who was my cousin who was getting married this week, so I just had to use it. So going into Monday, that first box is to mark work. I'm using a Paper Dolls Co. girl to mark that. She's the really busy girl because it was a really busy day. I'm using a work script from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that. The half box is to mark my previous friend Tyler's going away party at work. There was lots of cake, so I'm using a cake sticker from, I think, Parasol Paper Co. to mark that. And then I also had a nap, so I'm using the Little Things strip at the bottom with a pillow from Papershire to mark that. I'm really liking all of the foil in this spread. It looks insane. I really went just crazy with it. It's kind of a little bit mixed with both shades of rose gold, but I think it still looks good. Alrighty. Going down to the bottom of Monday, I went to the library, so that's what that quarter box is used for, that you will see in a second. And I'm also using the book icon from the kit to mark that. The icons from this kit are really light, so you can really barely see them unless you look really closely, but I don't know, it would be weirder if they were dark, so I don't mind that. That quarter box right there is to mark that I edited a haul, and I'm using a Sweet Ava's Paper Snowball the Cat sticker to mark that. And then the little thing at the bottom is to mark that I watched Family Guy with a little TV icon. I know there's kind of a big space between the little thing and the quarter box above it. Could have moved that a little bit higher, but I like covering up the dotted line at the bottom of the box. And at least this way you get to see more of the confetti, because you don't really in the top part of Monday because it was so busy. So going into Tuesday, I didn't really have a ton of room to mark work, so I just put down a work label strip from the kit, and I just wrote in the times that I worked then. I didn't use an icon with that. And then the really tiny quarter box underneath that, I have to kind of slide under the sticker next to it. But I'm going to mark that with a Fox and Cactus Girl reading. I think it's my first time using that sticker, or any sticker from that sheet probably, so that's kind of fun. I'm marking that I started reading Perfect, which is the third Pretty Little Liars book, I think. And then the quarter box below that, it was a really hot day, so I'm going to mark that with another Sweet Ava's Paper sticker that is, I think, Chip the Chihuahua standing in front of a fan. I don't know if I put that in now or later, but I'm sure you'll see it at some point. And then the very last thing for that section is that I had a really bad callus on my foot from walking to work every day. Like, it was really bad. Like, it started bleeding and everything, so I had to work really hard to fix that in the next couple weeks. But I'm using a Some Little Things sticker of Lil, like, holding her foot, which is hurting, which is perfect. I didn't even imagine that I would have a sticker so perfect for that, because, like, I have a couple sheets of, like, injury character stickers, but it's so lucky that one of them, like, had an aching foot, because that's perfect, because it was on my foot. It was on my toe, so that's so awesome. And then the quarter box below that is to mark filming. I don't remember what I filmed. It was probably a plan with me. And I'm using the little film clapper icon from the kit and a film script from Scribble Prints Co. The half box is to mark that I had printer issues. And I'm using the perfectly appropriate Sweet Ava's Paper sticker for that. It's Snowball throwing the printer out the window, which is so funny. But yeah, that's how you feel. I haven't had nearly as many printer issues with my newer Xerox color laser printer as I've had with my previous printers, like my Epson, my HP, and my Canon. Yes, I've tried all three of those printers, and they've all had, like, completely unfixable issues. But the Xerox has not had any unfixable issues, so I'm glad about that. And also the quarter box below that half box is to mark that I got Fox and Cactus Happy Meal. So we're already at Wednesday. That half box with the popsicle from Whimsical Cat Studio and the sun, I don't know what shop that sun is from. Those two are to mark that it was a really hot day. So I had popsicles at work with Jess, my coworker and friend. And the quarter box below that is, I'm using a little detective Suey from Wonton in a Million, because I was trying to solve the mystery of why I wasn't invited to Tyler's going away party, which was on Tuesday night. It was not a work one, it was just one with a bunch of our friends, and I wasn't invited, and so I was trying to figure that out. I was kind of really mad about that, so I'm using the Paper Dolls Co. girl with like steam coming out of her ears to mark that I was livid because I was not invited, because, well, two of them, Tyler and Maritza, who were at that point probably my closest friends at work, they said they just did not remember. It just did not occur to them to invite me, even though I was like really good friends with both of them at the time. And like, if you remember from my past plan with me's, I was like hanging out with Tyler all the time. So I still think I'm justified with that. So I'm not saying I'm super mature about how I handled that. I actually stopped talking to Maritza for about 2 months about anything except work stuff. I think it was 2 months. It might have been 3. It was a few months. Because I was just, her excuses were really weak, and she was not taking any responsibility, and she was being kind of a jerk about it. So anyway, that's all over. That's way behind us. So I'm using another work strip to mark the hours that I worked on Wednesday. Another little thing to mark Family Guy again. The quarter box is to mark that I was so tired that night. I passed out early, and that's an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that you'll see in a second. It's of like the little emoji just like running to the pillow. There it is. Alright, and then the little munchkin from Once More with Love with the quarter box is to mark that I finished Perfect, which I had read the previous day too. And I put the little post-it from Happy Dea with the script, Try Not to Kill Anyone. I don't remember what the script is from, but I just layered those two and put those on the bottom of Wednesday because I was mad. I was very, very mad. I think that's the maddest I've been at my coworkers, actually. Alrighty, so Thursday, this was the day that I flew to North Carolina, but the first thing I'm marking with a bottle of nail polish, I don't know what shop that's from, but I had a nail appointment at 10 a.m. I wanted to get my nails done before the trip. The first place I went to said they couldn't do what I wanted, which is totally ridiculous. I just wanted, your basic pink and white acrylic nails. But the second place I went to said they could do it. And they did it, and it looked pretty decent. You've probably seen my videos where I had those nails way back in, June when I was filming. Probably more like July. So I also packed for my trip, and I needed to use another really tiny strip, so I used just a work label, and I covered the work word up with a suitcase from Fox and Cactus, I believe. So that I'm marking packing for my trip, and then the quarter box beneath that. I'm marking my Uber to the airport. Actually, no, I don't think it was an Uber. I think this one I got a ride from a guy in my town who was like known for giving people rides to the airport, but it was super expensive. It was like $100 one way. And Uber is usually like between 40 and 60 depending on what airport you're going to. So like it's kind of a no-brainer that I should do Uber from now on. I don't know. I just wanted a reliable ride because it was, I think, pretty late at night or something, and I didn't want to be like waiting for an Uber forever if there wasn't one. So I just wanted a reliable ride at a specific time. So I'm using the car icon from the kit, and then the plane icon from the kit with the quarter box below that is to mark that I flew to North Carolina. And then going into the lower part of Thursday, that quarter box is marking that I lost my phone on the plane for a little bit. I was like terrified. I'm using the Papershire cell phone to mark that, but like it like fell out of my pocket on the plane and I couldn't find it for the longest time. So I had my backup phone with me, and I was going to use the flashlight on that to try to find it, because this was like in the middle of the night, all the lights were off. Didn't want to be that a-hole who turned on the lights while everybody was trying to sleep. But so I had to wait for my backup phone to charge so I could use its flashlight. So I just kind of tried to sleep a little bit while I waited for that to charge, and then I turned on the flashlight on it, and I looked like under my seat and everything, and I think I did eventually find it like in the morning when all the lights were on. It was, I think, underneath my seat, like face down or something, so it kind of blended in with the carpet. But I was like freaked the F out until I found it, but thank God I did. I have a penchant for losing things in planes and airports. As you will see in a later plane with me. And then the quarter box below that with the printer from Simply a Mess is to mark that I printed off some new inserts. This was before I left, of course. Same with the Plan With Me Whimsical Cat Studio sticker below that. And then for Friday, the first quarter box is to mark that I saw my mom and grandma first thing when I arrived. I think they picked me up. And then the quarter box below that is to mark that I took a walk with mom. And I'm using the same sticker for both of those, which is the sticker of me and my mom, which is just two girls kind of like shopping from Fox and Pip. But I got the left one custom to look like me, and the right one custom to look like my mom's, skin and hair color. Although her hair is really short. She's got that mom haircut. I mean, it's funny because her name is Karen, and she basically has a "Can I speak to the manager" haircut, which is so funny if you know about that whole meme. But anyway, I just thought that sticker was really cute to mark that. I will pretty much use that for any time my mom and I like go walking or go shopping or something like that. And then we had a game night that night, so I'm using that sticker from Simply a Mess with all the board games to mark that. I'm getting like such nostalgia for this trip right now, looking back at this. I really miss that. I miss being with my mom and grandma and like playing games with them and going shopping and doing stuff. I love going to North Carolina with both of them. So then I was really tired that day from my fitful sleep the night before, so I got a mocha. So that's what the mocha sticker, I don't remember what shop that's from, and the little strip is supposed to mark. And then we had watermelon that day because my grandma's really nice and she gets me watermelon whenever I come. I love watermelon, but it's not really something I'll buy for myself a lot. So it's a Some Little Things sticker to mark that. And then we had the rehearsal dinner that night for the wedding the night before. I'm actually using a Sticky Sloth Designs little foiled circle, and I'm layering the icon from the kit over that. I think that's a really cool effect, and I want to do more of that. But the icon is just the utensils icon from the kit. And then after that, at the rehearsal dinner, I tried a screwdriver, which is like vodka and orange juice or something like that. It was not the best thing ever, but it had vodka, so, I liked it well enough. That's my hard liquor of choice. So I thought it was really funny. I don't have any, like, real drink stickers that are not wine and beer. I need to get like real alcohol stickers, but I had this wine sticker from Once More with Love that said "screw it," because she's got like a corkscrew to take out the cork of the wine, and thought it was really funny because like screwdriver, screw it, like it's funny wordplay to me. So that was the best thing to mark that. Going into Saturday, that was the day of the actual wedding, so I put in that box first. I put in the wedding couple from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then a wedding sticker from Paper Crown Planner over that. And then I had waffles that morning at Weather Vane, which was a place we went to for brunch before the wedding. So I don't remember what that waffle sticker is from, but I love it. I need more waffle stickers. That's like the only one I have. And then we got dressed for the wedding. So I'm using a really pretty dress from Papershire, which looks pretty close to my dress, except mine was red. And then that half box below that is to mark the reception dinner. So I'm using a really big Papershire sticker because I had room to mark that. And then the quarter box below that is to mark dancing, and I'm using another Papershire pair of heels to mark that because I did dance in heels. I've been really good at that with all my wedding experience. As for the wedding couple stickers, I don't have like every possible combination of skin and hair colors for all the weddings I'll be attending, although that would be a pretty good idea. It would be pretty costly, but I think it's funny that the hair colors were like switched for this one. Like the true appropriate thing would be that the girl would be blonde and that the guy would have brown hair, because that's what Kendall and Jim look like. But I don't know, it's just really funny that the one sticker I had was like the opposite of what they are. Anyway, going into Sunday, we had brunch at my Aunt Robin's, who was Kendall's mom. And so I'm using a little breakfast sticker from Paper Crown Planner to mark that. And then the half box below that is to mark that I played sequence with my grandma Alice. So I'm using a grandma sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., even though my grandma has brown hair and not gray hair. Actually, neither of my grandmas have gray hair, and the only grandma stickers I have gray hair, so I think that's so funny. And then I'm using a game night sticker from Some Little Things to mark that, because it had cards in it, and the game sequence has cards. I could probably have just left that out, but I guess I wanted to have both a grandma sticker and a game night sticker there. And then I finally met Jim, who is Kendall's new husband. I think it's so funny, I only officially met him after the wedding, but I'm using a high-fiving sticker of the two munchkins to mark that. Alrighty, for some reason I forgot to include the rest of the footage for this Plan With Me when I exported it so I could do the voiceover for it, so it's not gonna match up with what you see on the screen right now, but whatever, you get the gist of it. So for the last part of Sunday, I'm using a quarter, well actually I think it's a little thing, with another of the pillows from Papershire to mark nap time again. Yeah, I took a nap before I flew back home, so the half box underneath that is to mark flying back home to California. And I'm using a plain leftover from a previous kit. And then finally I'm using a finished reading box. I just got that. I don't remember what shop I got it from, but I just hauled that. And I finished reading The Night Gardener, and I never marked that previously to this, so you won't see when I started it. I think I may have started it at the airport on my way to North Carolina, but anyway, I finished it on the airport on the way back. So that's to mark that. I kind of like having those fill-in boxes now that I'm doing some white space planning, because like I never wanted to use them for white space planning, but now it's just kind of nice to have those when you don't have a ton of other boxes, because like as you can see in this kit, I was thirsting for quarter boxes and little things strips. I did not have enough of those, I don't think. I tried to make it work, but it was kind of hard. So that's the thing you really need a lot of if you're going to do this style of planning. So now you're probably watching me put down deco. I went hog wild as usual with all the little mini hearts and yeah, just little deco pieces from the Squirrel Prince Co. kind of love themed sheet. And I already did put down all of the full box overlays and photo corners, etc. So there is just so much foil layered on foil, layered on more foil here. But I love how it looks. I actually left the bottom washi alone because I didn't have a bottom washi overlay. So it looks really plain, but it's kind of a nice break for your eyes from the rest of the kit. Although I did kind of put a lot of glam over the weekend banner because I thought that needed a little something something. But yeah, I also went crazy and did my usual thing of putting a little tiny deco sticker over a lot of the character stickers too. So a lot of them will have little hearts on them on their heads or somewhere similar. And yeah, I think overall it looks really pretty. It does look super busy if you look at it in the right lighting. You'll probably see that in a minute too. But I am super duper pleased with how it turned out. I don't think it looks as good as the Gatsby week. It just, I don't know, I think the bright colors and the fact that it's a photo kit means it looks a little less coordinated, a little less like it's supposed to go all together. It looks kind of all over the place. But It's not awful, and it does still look really pretty. And I do like the colors. I also think the bottom washi looks like colors that aren't really present in the rest of the kit very much. But still, I think it was a beautiful kit, and I think I did pretty decently in putting it all together, and I really liked the chance to get to use all of my wedding and love themed overlays. So it's a really good kit to commemorate my cousin's wedding and a really nice trip that I had with my family. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be awesome as usual. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao.